What is up, everybody?
Motherfucker!
Sinner and the Saint, episode number 45.
Sinner in the Saint, episode number 45. Shout out to Isaac DeSue. So happy you made it on.
Yes, Isaac, thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Sorry, guys. He's not on tonight.
Unfortunately, Isaac the Juice will not be joining us, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon, guys. What is up, man? How was your weekend?
What's up, brother? Honestly, dude, like, I'm going to be straight out, dude, coming out of the gate. Like, I had a great weekend, bro. We worked Saturday and, dude, I was dead from the week. Like Friday, I didn't hit my workout in the morning. Like, and then, I was like tired all day, but we had a most productive day that we've ever had on site.
Hell
at
yeah.
the housing units. We got more stone installed than we've ever done out there in one day. And then me and John just went back out there Saturday and I was tired, bro. Like I was tired, right? But on the way, we got back, we got done. And then like, we on this, this group that we belong to for, you know, the stone industry, they posted this machine for sale. And it's for sale dirt cheap, bro. It's a super expensive machine. And the guy's like giving it away. I called the guy. He puts it on reserve for us. And like, I talked to the guy, I really like the guy. And it just like started like this energy, bro, that I've been missing for a while. Like straight up being honest, like I was getting kind of down there for a little bit. And like, I called John. I told him, he's all, what? I was like, yeah, dude's cool as fuck. Like he's going to hold it for us, dude. We can go check it out Tuesday. And like, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I just started drinking some beers and like, but I was the only one drinking, dude.
Yeah.
But so it's me, Victoria, obviously our son, and my mom and dad. That's it. Yeah. And I started drinking beers, and the dude that fucking has a machine, John looks him up. He's like, dude, this is the guy that did that custom ass shit for the lady we're doing the custom vanity for. And I'm like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, dude, he's just like us. He built his own tilt. You know, he Facebook stalked him, right? So then the dude's texting me. The dude is texting me, and I'm drinking beers. And he's like, hey, I just looked at because I got a hold of him through Facebook. Then we got on the phone, and then we were texting. And I'm like, hey, we're gonna make it out there Tuesday, so we'll see what's up. And then he fucking goes, hey, I just looked at your page, so you're a fellow triathlete. I was like, well, kind of. I wouldn't necessarily call me a triathlete, dog. I'm just a guy that's able to suffer through a triathlon, you know? And so we start texting about that, and it was hella funny, dude, because it's like the industry that we're in is insane, bro. And like only the fucking hard survive, dog. Like this dude's been around in the business for 15 years, and it's fucking no joke. And, you know, like, seeing that every time we meet like a new shop owner, like they end up having the same type of stories and like all the headaches and shit. And like, we're able to find these kind of mentors in these people in one way, shape, or form or avenue. So texting, I'm like, dude, this is crazy. It's a small world. I'll send it to John. I'm like, fuck, this dude seems cool as fuck, bro. And he's only a little older than us, but then it just like, the UFC, the fight night card was good. And we went through that. And, you know, I know we're going to get into the boxing match and everything, but just through the whole night, bro, I haven't been this giggly buzzed. All I drank was beer, and I drank like 10 beers, but I haven't been that giggly buzzed in how long. Like, dude, I fucking carried outside the house. And
what kind of beers are you drinking nowadays?
Just Bud Light, bro. Just
Bud Light's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like I'll drink a Michelob. I'll drink Michelob Ultras if we get them for Victoria, because she likes them because less calories. And then like every now and then I do drink the Budweisers, but if I'm just ordering a beer, boom, Bud Light. Yeah. Which Bud Light. Fucking waitress try to fuck my shit up Friday night.
She brought you a Coors?
Nah, bro. She brought me a fucking Miller Lite, dog. This bless her heart, bro. She's nice
Miller
as
Lite,
fuck,
it's
right?
the same, right?
Oh, fuck, yeah. Fucking,
that's what they think, though.
Dude, she like, it was so crazy. This is bugging me. My phone like it started tilting. Hold on.
Oh, fix it if you got to,
fix it. Boom. Now I can do better. Boom. Boom. That's my ADD. You guys have started fucking freaking the fuck out. I'm like, I can't fucking see this anymore. It's fucking not level. I'm gonna fucking go crazy. But no, it was so Friday, dude. We're working with Trey, right? So he's working with us installing stone. And you know what though, bro? I'm gonna give a shout out to Trey because he kind of set my mind right too. I never have anybody call me out on like my energy that much. I just know that if I'm in a bad mood, a lot of people, you know, like I kind of affect, I'm pretty contagious. So, and he's like, "What's up, bro? You good?" And I was trying to be a smart ass because I was picking up these pieces of stone for them.
Mm-hmm.
I was setting them out so they could go put them in the buildings because they couldn't pull them out because they're weak. So I was making a joke like, "Oh, just pulling out stone for fucking y'all weak motherfuckers," you know. And he's like, "Well, I was asking you how you're doing, not what you're doing, bro." And I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad, dude. I'm sorry. I was just having fun being a dick." I'm like, "But nah." And then he's like, "Yeah, you just seem off." I was like, "Dude, tell you the truth, like, you know, it was a rough night, rough morning. Like, I'm just fucking out of it, dude. I didn't work out. Like, I'm just in a bad head place, man. I'm sorry, man." And then like, he's like, "It's all good, bro. I just like normally when I'm around you, like the vibe is just way up there, and I was just feeling weird." And I'm like, "Chad must not be feeling right because I don't feel right." And I'm like laughing, dude. And then he comes back later, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, I want to tell you something though. You know, like, you know, you're picking me up." He's like, "Yeah, dude. I mean, normally we're up here, bro, and I'm feeling like right here." And I'm thinking like, "Fuck, dude. I don't know where you're at, bro." I was like, "Well, I'm telling you what, you put me like right here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You came in, you just picking me up." I was like, let's raise up together.
Let's raise the bar."
So, yeah, you know, like let's get, you know, you're doing for me what I've done for a lot of people. I appreciate it.
Tony Robbins, brother. That's what it's all about, dude.
Hey, you know how much he pops up on my fucking feed now because we've been talking about him so much?
Dude,
I know.
You have no idea, man. You have no idea how much book? I don't read his books. I'm not a big book guy, but I have heard some of it. He did like audio CDs back in the day, and I rode around with a few guys that listened to him. I don't know how good they are, but I seen him live. That's all I needed to fucking experience how it was. If you get a chance, if he's in Idaho, dude,
he can come to Idaho, bro.
He goes all over.
He might go to Spokane.
But it's all about energy. You keep saying energy, and how it affects others. All about. Dude,
well, this is what like,
Go ahead.
That's what he's.
That's what it's all about.
That's what happened, dude. Like I'm a firm believer. I just don't talk about it that much. Like, when I used to train with you guys, bro, I used to meditate like a motherfucker. I was doing, you know, I was doing yoga, and then I got like a Tai Chi book
back in the day, bro. You had all the martial arts books. You had everything, man. You like became an
pressure point fighting systems.
You became an expert overnight in everything.
And I grew up watching karate movies, dog. I remember telling Sensei that, dude. He's all, where did you learn all this karate? I was like, I told you I did Taekwondo as a kid. He's like, this isn't Taekwondo. He's like, you're not doing Taekwondo. This is blah, blah. Like, I don't even know what he was saying. I was like, I go, honestly, I watched a lot of karate movies growing up. Like that's it, dog. I'm just trying to do shit that I seen in a karate movie when I was younger.
I like it.
I don't know.
That's time.
I don't know.
I watched a lot of karate movies too, but I'd never picked any of the shit up. Dude, my favorite actor was Chuck Norris, man. Watching like Delta Force and all that shit, bro. I watched Bruce Lee, man. Everything. I couldn't do it.
You know, it was like lucky too, because the other thing was like I remember like it's bugging the fuck out of me. You can tell it's fucking driving me crazy. But fucking it was like the submissions thing. Like when I first started jiu-jitsu, I was submitting way more people than when I learned jiu-jitsu. I was just going crazy, and then like I'd grab an arm and I'm like, oh, that's not supposed to go this way. And somebody would tap, and they're like, "Oh, he's from the Gracie family," and shit. I'm like, "No, dog, I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do stuff that looks like it hurts."
Oh, like, it is funny how white belts, like when they originally start, they actually have a better chance of tapping people than after they've learned how to sweep and guards.
And it's a hard thing to get over because you have to be willing to lose to move forward. So when I first went in there, I was just surviving, and I had mad cardio, and I'm going crazy. Mm-hmm. But then you start learning moves, and you go, okay, well, I'm going to try to go for this. And you get set up, you make the mistakes, and you fail. And I remember fucking looking at everybody going, I'm fucking tired of losing. Like
you just blew steam out, dude.
Yeah.
How cold is it there, man?
It's cold. So
that is a true host right there. He's out there freezing in the cold, blowing steam like a fucking dragon.
Yeah, dog. I'm getting fired up too, though.
So sorry. Go ahead and continue.
But yeah, so you know the energy, all that shit. But what I'm getting at, so Trey, right? He goes, fuck, we're talking about energy and shit, and then he says something. And then he says, "Yup, think about getting wings and beer tonight." And I stopped like dead, dude. I'm like dead tired.
He just
and I'm
spoke
like,
to your soul.
Yeah, I said, what did you just say? He goes, I think I'm going to get me some wings and beer tonight. I was like, it's been a long time, man. I was like, that sounds really good. So, dude, like that was the initial pick me up. All credit to Trey.
I love that.
So I started trying to think, like, dude, you gotta get back into a positive mind. Like, you really crashed today. You crashed. Mm-hmm. How are you gonna get this back? So, dude, it's fucked up, right? So we get to the shop, we unload everything. I drop Trey off at his house, and then I call Victoria. I'm like, hey, baby, just drop Trey off on my way home. She's like, okay. I was like, oh, what's up? What are you thinking we gonna do for dinner tonight? Because I already know I want fucking wings and beer.
Wings and beer.
So wings and fucking beer, baby. So I fucking go. I'm on the phone. I'm like, okay, what do you want? She goes, well, I'm kind of cooking right now. I was like, oh, okay. What are you making? She's like, oh, I can hear the doubt in her voice. I know that she's not confident in what she's preparing, and I can hear the part of her voice that's saying, fuck, maybe I would like to go out to eat. And I'm like, okay. She goes, yeah, I tried a new recipe, but I bought the wrong sauce, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. I was like, oh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could try and see what's up, and then if we got to get something, whatever. So literally, dude, like I walk in the door, she's finishing it up. I'm like, huh. I look at it. She's like, here, you want to try a bite? I was like, yeah, let me try a bite. I said, huh. It seems like it tastes really good with some like Alfredo white sauce. She said, yeah, that's what I was supposed to get, but I bought the wrong stuff. I said, all right, we should probably save this for later.
You did that based on the color of the sauce.
I already knew, bro. And it didn't taste bad. It didn't taste bad at all. Like I would have totally
you would have ate that shit.
If Trey didn't say shit about wings and beer, I'd have ate it, no problem, and been happy. But I was like, baby, this seems like it's good. I go, don't get me wrong. It's good. But it'd be a whole lot better with some Alfredo.
Victoria, we love you out there.
Yeah. I was like, I think it's something we should put in the fridge and doctor it up another night. I was like, how about we go out? We ain't been out in a while. Let's go get some wings and beer. So we go to fucking this Zone 208, right?
What is that? Tell me about this.
It's just a bar, like it's Zone 208. It's a bar
You
here.
made it sound cool as fuck the way you said the name. Tell me more. We
seen a country act there. I don't remember who it was, but basically it's like this. When I hang out with my parents and my friends, which are also my parents' friends, which also have to be from an older demographic, none of them go to Zone 208.
It's a young people bar.
Yeah, like people our age.
Girls on the dance floor, on the fucking bar, showing titties.
Nobody has Denny's discounts there.
No one has an AARP card.
But it's like it's a cool bar. And
is it up in Lewiston or where is it at?
It's downtown Lewiston, downtown.
Okay.
So and they have like a garden where they do big concerts, and like I went to a concert there, and then supposedly the bar below Boomers, that's where you go if you want to get in a fight, is what everybody says. But it's they got a mechanical bull, and I ain't been in there yet, and I'm gonna go in there and shred that motherfucker. I say that, but the problem with that is there's actual bull riders and a lot of them in town. So,
bro, let's be real. No one wants to see a dude on a mechanical bull. We want to see
chicks. That's all I want to go in there for. But I also love riding mechanical bulls.
Okay.
So fuck it, right? Dude, they're fun. Fuck you, man. It has nothing to do with sexual relations. It has to do with it's a challenge as to which I enjoy.
No, I believe you, man.
I got second place on a bull riding contest in Canada.
Yeah, I bet you did.
And
was it at that
barber
shop in Canada?
Rigged. No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. He was a judge. No, goddamn phone. I don't know what I'm gonna fix that fucking thing. I'm gonna make a hard, sturdy mount. But so the waitress, the whole thing of this was beer. Bud Light. This is how this whole fucking thing started. This is me fucking. I took fucking
wings and beer.
That's what fucked me up. I took a couple Alpha brands for it. Come on here, my fucking brains.
It goes.
That's speed bag.
We still need a few more subscribers.
I know we do. But so the waitress goes, so she's, hey, can I get you guys something to drink? I'm looking at Victoria, let her order. Chris, ladies first. Let me. I say, yeah, actually, I'm gonna do a Bud Light draft, please. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have that on draft. I was like, oh, she goes, we have Miller Lite out. We have Miller Lite. And she goes, oh, well, we have it in a bottle. I was like, yeah, let me get. I'll take a bottle then. I'll take a bottle of Bud Light. I was okay. She comes around, she hands Victoria her drink. And she sits down a fucking Miller Lite. And I'm like, she walks away. I look at Victoria. Victoria's like, what's up, honey? Because, dude, I haven't had a beer in a while, like a few weeks at this point. And I'm like, and all I was thinking about all day, working our ass off installing the most stone we've ever installed out there.
Yeah.
Was a fucking cold beer.
Yeah.
And she fucking brings me the wrong fucking beer, dog. And I'm like, God damn it.
You should have just slammed it and called her back.
I think I'm going to try it. Well, now I think I'm going to try it. And then Victoria's like, honey, just ask her. I go, I don't want to do that. She's so nice. I don't like doing it. I said, I took a drink. I go, oh, it's not that bad. She goes, no, I didn't take a drink yet. I just sat there staring at it. Victoria called the waitress over. I go, hey, I'm really sorry. Dave's smoking drugs. But I go, hey, you know, I ordered a Bud Light, you know, he got me Miller Lite. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it's fine. I was like, it's no big deal, really. She's like, I thought you wanted a Miller Lite. I said, no, I said, hey, can I get a Bud Light draft? You said you don't have Bud Light on draft. And then you said you have Miller Lite on draft. I said, oh, no, thank you. Then you said, oh, but you have it in a bottle.
You gave her the whole play-by-play.
Yeah. So, like, you know, I was real nice. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Just the Miller Lite. But I guess switching over from the draft thing, it got me all confused. She's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, hey, I'll pay for them both. I was like, it's not that bad. I'll drink this one too. She's like, no way. So she brings me back a Bud Light, and I'm like, hey, seriously, I'll pay for them both. I'll drink. Because she goes, oh, you want to just go ahead and drink this because I got to throw it away. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Okay. And then I was like, I'll pay for them both. If I'm going to drink it, I'm not going to, you know. Yeah. And she's like, no. So, dude, so this all happened. She brings me the Bud Light. I'm like a quarter of the way through the Bud Light. And then she's walking by, and she's like, oh, and we do have Bud Light draft if you want to draft next. And I'm like, what the? I look at Victoria. I just looked at her. And then I looked
Why wouldn't you originally give it to me?
Yeah, I looked at Victoria, and she just was smiling and laughing. I was like, what the fuck? And I go, babe, please tell me that. I go, am I fucking losing my mind? Did I say the wrong thing at first? And I mean, Miller Lights never fucking come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And, like, I've never ordered a Miller Light in my fucking life. Like, that never.
Not since I've known you, at least.
No, I mean, fucking never, dog. I could have been 12 years old. That would have been the only beer. And fuck, I drink hard alcohol at 12, not beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So I'm like laughing. Victoria was laughing. I was like, fuck, I drank that Bud Light. I was so happy that I got the Bud Light too. And it was good. But that, like I said, it was setting the tone, bro.
I think you needed that whole fuckery with the beer for it to really change your day and change your fucking.
Well, see, it was a moment.
Everything. Yeah,
I could have been upset, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Hilarious.
You found the humor in it. You found the joy in it. That's fucking good, Chad.
I had a breakthrough. But
you had a fucking breakthrough, man.
So then I was messaging someone. I'm not gonna say who. So at the fight time, right? Like this dude, this energy's flowing good. Mm-hmm. The new machine. Common, just small world type shit. Like this is fucking crazy, right? Like damn, good fights are on. And then I was messaging someone about just like meditation type shit. And I'm like, hey, I want it, you know, I had a few questions about this and that. And they're like, oh, it sounds like, you know, you're trying to do this or that or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much, you know, I've been through a lot of different things, but I just want to, I find myself still focusing on the wrong shit. Like I need to get out of that. So I want something that's going to help me. Mm-hmm. And dude, I'm not lying. Like, it's like she like prayed for me or something, or sent me some good energy, because immediately, dude, like I was that much better. And like today, dude, has been like a great day. Breakfast was a good day. Like went over to see my parents. I was like, it was a very good, like, I feel like that chakra and that fucking good wheel is back to rolling.
That's legit, man. I'm glad to hear that. You know, we all fucking, dude, there's several things that happen. I mean, we can, it all basically depends on how we react to everything. You know what I mean? Our reaction
it's all to choice.
Our reaction to things determines how the rest of our day is going to go. You know, meaning, you know, if something goes bad in the morning time, I could choose to react and be like, fuck it, ruin my whole day. Or I could be like, all right, now I got to change the tone and the tenor of everything. And I got to really do something to turn this day around to make sure I don't have a shitty day.
Yeah. And it's dude, I liked, the coolest, most powerful photo I seen. Cause I like that people put memes in the photos and shit, but sometimes it's overwhelming to me. And I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up, dude. Like be the motherfucker. Stop every day saying something And then I see your next post about how negative the world is. But the most powerful photo, like I sent it to my mom, I showed it to John and everybody. I was like, dude, out of all the shit I've seen, this is like the most simplistic, realistic depiction of what happens. And it was that row of match heads. And they're all in a line. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And after like 6 matches are burnt, and then 1 match is just moved down and the rest are good. And it says that's all it takes. You know what I mean? Like, but it's it was true, like true. Like that one person backed away and it didn't get the rest of the people, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's tight, dude. I'm just happy. That was a super long form answer. I mean, we went into what beer I drink, we went into energies, everything. So super long form answer on how my weekend was. And Dave, how was your weekend, brother?
My weekend was fucking great, man.
Good.
So I do have to tell you today, me and Amanda were going to talk to a jeweler. We're going to the jewelry store to get things lined up with her wedding band and all that for the wedding. And ironically enough, we go to Recommendations Custom Jeweler, and we show up, and the guy's fucking already had a couple beers. He invites us into his shop where he's making a fresh batch of hash, and then he's got like tools and shit all over the ground, and like not a very well kept garage or shop per se.
He's probably really good at what he does. Then
he's probably very good. But am I gonna leave jewelry with that motherfucker? Hell no. Like, dude, Amanda was keeping it together a lot better than I thought, because I was like, what the fuck? Like looking at Amanda like, are you kidding me? Like his like, response to some stuff. Yeah. And then we get in the car and we were on the same page, but I was, for a second there, I thought I was gonna lose my fucking mind. Because his grandson comes up to us and he's like, hi, I'm Billy. And he smiles and he ain't got a fucking tooth in his mouth and he's like 20 years old. Like maybe 2 rotten ones. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then there's a Harley from like the 1920s in a million fucking pieces. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here right now?
You're like, am I dropping off jewelry or picking up crank?
Yeah, dude. And then he's like, oh, don't mind the hash press over here. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I didn't even see it till you said it, man.
And then he goes to take down my information so he could call me with a bid or a price on what I want done. And he pulls out his drawer to grab a pad of paper, and it's full of weed. So he closes it, and he's like, oh, you got a pen? And I'm like, this motherfucker don't even got a pen?
Yeah.
But he's really good at what he does. Like his dad was a jeweler to the stars, and I'm sure he's a really good guy. He actually got out of the business professionally because he got robbed a few times, which I can imagine is pretty bad.
Probably can imagine why, because he opens drawers full of fucking weed, dog.
and the funny, Chad, you're gonna love this. He was speaking pidgin to me. Like,
what?
He's claimed to be from Hawaii. He kept saying the Big Island. You guys got to go to the Big Island. The Big Island, brother. The Big Island. And he's white. He's like a 70-year-old white man. And he's telling me I need to go to the Big Island, brother.
You need to stop smoking so much of that hash you Preston, bro.
Oh my God, dude. I was just, I was decided on what I was going to do at that point.
So you're still searching for a jeweler, or you went with the other guy?
You know, actually, I'm still searching, but I just gave Amanda the game plan. I seeing that helped me come up with a game plan on what I wanted done, how I wanted it done. And I kind of went over it with the boss, and we fucking came down to a solution, and we're very happy with it. So it doesn't include the crack motherfucker. Dude, it was something else. And go ahead.
No, never mind. I answered my own question as I was asking that. Please continue.
So for the fights, I went over to OG Jip's house. Good old Sean Lopez, and Greg stopped by, and old Chris was there, and we watched the fight over there. It was a really good time.
Fucking A, man.
Fucking A, man. Did you see that dude from Stockton fight? He was on like a Fox Sports
Nah, what was it? Like the Professional Fighters League deal or whatever or something?
Yeah, it could have been a different league or something like that, or a different promotion.
Yeah.
But my cousin was watching Fox Sports, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is the dude from Stockton. I think it's Flores or something like that."
I don't know.
Familiar with him? I
nah.
think his name's Gabriel Flores.
Oh, boxing.
Boxing, yeah.
Yeah. No, that kid. Yeah, he's fucking. Yeah.
He's legit as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I thought you were saying MMA. No, he's a boxer from there. Yeah, he's supposed to be good. Yeah.
I actually didn't watch the Paul Felder fight. I kind of fucked up.
Oh, you didn't?
I haven't seen it yet. We went to the Jewelers and all that today, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. We were watching the Tyson Fury thing go down. So
yeah, it was fun, dude. It was a good fight. Like poor Carolina. You know, she got her face fucking smashed, dude.
Did she really?
Well, she broke something in her face, broke some bone, and then it was swelling up. They won't even let her fly yet until she gets surgery there. And like this girl from China, so the doctor comes in after the first round, and because he heard what she was saying, she's like, "No, I'm fine." She kept fighting, and her face is just blowing up, and she kept her hand like right here. You could tell she was really like not. And dude, the girl she fought. The Chinese girl was just quick and hard, dude, and straight punches. Like,
wow,
everything, you know, it was kind of Thai style, just ha, 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 like just vicious. And so she lost, of course. And then she posted something like, "This is the first time ever in my life after a fight I cannot say I'm all right." But it was like, damn, dude. So it was good fight. So, and then Jim Crute, he won. But the Felder and Hooker fight was, dude, it was a good fucking fight.
Was it?
Like, yeah,
Who ended up winning?
Hooker got it by split. Yeah, Hooker got it by split decision. You know, I think, you know, if it could have went either way. It really depended on how you judged a couple rounds, but dude, I mean, and obviously split decision, so it could have, you know, one judge did have Felder, and I wanted Felder to win so bad that I don't think I could have been fair. I would have gave it to Felder, but I wanted him to win so bad.
Yeah, you were biased a little bit.
I was way biased. Like I was laughing. I was like, I can't even judge this right because I'm Felder, you know. But
I judge and biased fights all the time.
Yeah, he was crying like afterwards. Like, you know, I think this is it for me. Every time I leave, I got a 4-year-old that missed, and that's what broke him up. And then he's like, well, I don't know. And then he snapped out of it. Totally went commentator status, dude. Like. And
what the fuck?
Yeah, like totally snapped out of it. And then he's like, yeah, you know, but Dan Hooker's a good guy. I really pissed him off, you know, and that, you know, but coming into his hometown, we put on a show and, you know, so dude, either way, Paul Felder's tough as fuck. Dan Hooker
is a tough guy. I hope he doesn't quit fighting, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's ranked number 6 right now.
You're doing good.
It's probably a thing to where he has a great career with the commentating. He doesn't want to be away from his 4-year-old daughter and his family and his wife and all that. And it was probably like, imagine, dude, how crowded 155s is. The momentum he had is done.
Mm-hmm.
With one loss in that division, it's a long time for you're the guy for the title. Like, you got Tony, Khabib,
that's one of
Justin
the toughest
Gaethje,
divisions.
Conor McGregor at any time. Now Dan Hooker's above you. So
you throwing Cowboy, Nate Diaz, those guys aren't even ranked.
Guys will just pop up. So in a convoluted, complicated division, he just took an L, and he knows it's going to be a year or two of straight wins before he can even go for the title again. So that's he probably had it in his mind, beat Hooker, beat one more guy, fight for the title.
Gaethje.
Now that he lost, fuck.
He beat Hooker, he'd have a fight against Gaethje, and then he'd fucking
that's
you know, maybe get Tony or Khabib, you know.
Yeah. It's rough, man. That's
tough, dude. The sport's tough sport, man. Like, it's definitely not what it used to be. Like, even before it was super tough, like with less weight divisions and less rankings and all that shit.
And but it's today, so scary.
Those rankings change everything to me. Like, I mean, they don't mean much, but yet they do mean a lot. They hold a lot of clout, you know?
It holds clout if you don't have star power. And really, like, unless you're creating star power outside the UFC, then the rankings are all you have, you know. And like, believe it or not, the reason Jorge Masvidal was such a huge draw is what made him a bigger star that, like, a lot of people, I guess, don't realize. He went on this reality TV show out of Mexico. Yeah. So he became an enormous Latin American star because they all in these other countries
Yeah.
They all watched that show. It was like a Mexican Survivor or something. What the fuck was the name of it? You know what I'm
I don't
about,
know
right?
the exact name, but I heard
about it too. But
yeah.
that really like
he got really popular from doing it.
Yeah, that's what scapegoated him. So like Felder is doing good in the commentary, so he does have a name, but the time in the sport now, the talent pool is so deep and they're finding guys everywhere that are fucking crazy talented to where if you're in that top 10, but you don't stand out like with your personality or your star power or your draw or what you're doing outside that octagon,
you got to be doing
you're
something
not going to be relevant. You better keep winning 100%. So Felder has enough behind him to where I feel like they should give him some good money fights, you know, but for him, the only reason I feel like he's fighting is for that title, and to lose connection to that title, knowing it, like as a commentator of the sport that's constantly talking about it, he knows how far he is from a title now, and that sucks, you know.
It sucks for him, but you know, I definitely think he still has multiple different ways he could still fight if he wanted to. He could probably talented. Open a gym if he wanted to. He could, you know, he could commentate. He could get a better commentating job than UFC, I'm sure.
Well, when you see him fight, the dude loves to fucking fight. Like straight up. Like he's a fighter. Like even Duke Rufus was saying like he's one of the guys that are gifted physically, gifted with talent, and just gifted with the raw ability to fight. Like he's getting in these great fights because he wants to fucking fight, bro. Like he wants to fight. But like he's at a pinnacle of success. Like you say, he has other options and ways to make money. So he does not have to fight anymore. So the only thing in his mind is that unfulfilled potential of, I gotta go for a fucking title. I know I can do it. So I could see why he was crushed, you know, because he doesn't have
Paul Felder.
I think he's like 34 or something. He's not that old.
You know what he could do? He could even take a couple years off if he wanted to. And, you know, spend time with your family. Watch your kids grow up. Watch them go to school or whatever you need for yourself. And then after that, go back. You know, retire for a short time. How many people have done it? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
But, I mean, he's going to be that much further from the title.
But not really, depending on the timing he goes in. I mean, if he goes in and calls somebody out over commentary, he has a podium on that commentating thing. You know what I mean? He's the first one to talk to him sometimes. So he can create fights for himself to at least make money.
Well, that's how he got the fight with Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker called him out. So,
but I'm saying he can always do that as a commentator. I'm so happy we're not in that old studio. By the way, the picture that you posted, or the video, I believe that's episode 2. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's episode 2.
My memories. In the garage. I was like, oh shit.
That's pretty intense. Dude, I forgot we even did a live video back then.
Yeah, we tried it like twice. Remember, I was like screwing the little mount up in the corner, and then we tried it. Like we had it on the tape. We kept moving it around.
I think we did it on my phone. I don't know how to look at the Facebook memories, but I'm sure we did a live feed too.
And I think we tried to do a live feed with Greg when that time. Yeah. He was like episode 3 or something. I think we tried
episode 3. Yeah. That's one of the long lost ones on the phone. That's one of the long lost ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, I was gonna bring Greg on today to have him talk about the fight, but I don't know. We had other things planned, and
we had a guest, and he bailed on us.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, Isaac bailed. You know, as usual.
Yeah. It's cool, bro. I understand. He has a homosexual friend, and you know he had to be there for him. So. No, I'm just fucking around. All due respect. Happy birthday to Ari. It was his daughter's birthday.
That's a good reason.
He had a party for his daughter's birthday. She turned 3. God bless him. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy seeing it like Aria, dude. When I left, right, she was 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah.
So seeing her at 3, it's like, it's fucking crazy. Like, it's different if you see a kid that's 7 and then 9,
Yeah.
To leave seeing a kid that's 1 and then they're fucking 3, that shit's wild, dog. That shit's crazy.
They're a grown kid. Like they look different. Like they're doing shit.
Yeah. I'm so happy. Dude, it looked like they had a badass barbecue though. So yeah. Good. Hey, I'm very happy for them.
So talking about the boxing card, the match before the Tyson Fury fight.
The heavyweight bout? Yeah.
I think they were heavyweights, yeah. Mm-hmm. Where the one dude knocked him out hella bad.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good fight.
That was fun, dude. That's what I mean. Like, dude, it was so fun. Like so I grew up like watching boxing and the UFC come about. And every few months we got to watch UFC, but every month was boxing. Like the way it is UFC, it was boxing. And dude, I was telling Victoria, I was like, babe, you seen how fun tonight was? My mom was so into it. She's like, I forgot how much I miss boxing. And like my dad was so pumped up, dude. And Victoria's like, this was great. And it was I was like, yeah, babe. I was like, dude, growing up, this is how it was for us. I was like, you got to understand Mike Tyson coming up, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis enters the picture. Meanwhile, you got Pacquiao. You got Pacquiao, you got Ricky Hatton, you got fucking Mayweather. Then there was Julio Cesar Chavez, and then there was and then for me, I'd go back watch ESPN Classics, and see the Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I was more into like the '80s Duran, Hagler, Hearns, Sugar Ray, like that trifecta was good. Oh yeah, and then Sugar Shane Mosley was in the mix with Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya coming up.
Dude, Oscar De La Hoya, I remember when I was a kid, even when I was an adult, he was one of the most popular fucking boxers forever.
Bro, it was Oscar was a shit, bro. Like watching, I remember watching Oscar fight, and then like we said, Sugar Shane Mosley, and then his fight with Mayweather was insane, dude. A few of those rounds were crazy.
And Mayweather?
Yeah.
Or De La Hoya?
Mayweather and De La Hoya.
Yeah.
And then Mosley and Mayweather was good too, though.
Yeah.
And then, but that whole scene, dude, was so much fucking fun. And then it just like died off.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It died off. Like
Mayweather was trying to keep it going, like, fighting people the past few years, but it died off for a long time.
It was just there just wasn't the same energy around it, and that's why we really had to get the Fury and Wilder fight last night, because I was so mad I missed the first one. I listened to the whole podcast on Rogan with Fury, so I loved everything Fury had to say, and I'm like, dude, I like this guy. Like, you follow him. I watched a half-hour interview of Fury and Wilder like arguing with this host. Yeah. And I'm like, I was like, dude, I can't wait to watch this fight. And then just seeing the highlights. And then so the rematch, I'm like, we're not fucking missing this. And it was a great fight, dude. Tyson took him into deep waters, bro.
That drowned his ass. Crazy. Oh my God, dude. The way he planned that, like, couldn't have executed it any better, in my opinion. I thought Tyson Fury fucking had a game plan. He stuck to that game plan the whole fucking fight. He made him back up from fucking the moment the bell rang. Deontay Wilder was backing up.
And you could tell that Deontay Wilder in the gym does not back up. He had no good
Let me ask you something, Chad. Did you notice him grabbing at his left glove during the fight? Deontay Wilder kept messing with his left glove. Something was going on, dude, from like the first or second round to the ending of it, to where he kept fucking with that glove.
No, I
don't know what it was.
I didn't notice it. I noticed the ref was fucking pro Wilder all the way. He's fucking driving us crazy. He keep pushing Tyson hella far back, holding Tyson, looking back at Wilder, then like, okay, go. Like, and then when Wilder went for a takedown, like, that's taking a knee, bro. That's a fucking point.
Yeah.
He waved it off like a slip. No, he dove in and grabbed his legs and went to the ground. That's a fucking point, dude. You can't take a knee.
Yeah.
He didn't slip, so, and then the ref he would really push, and then he takes a point from Tyson Griffin. It's like,
Tyson
Wilder is Tyson Fury, sorry.
Tyson Griffin is a 155.
Dude, Wilder would wrap the far side arm from the ref. The ref would only stay on that side, and then Wilder on the far side would keep wrapping up Fury's arm. Well, then Fury would pull it out, and it was brilliant what he was doing, just putting all of his weight on his head. Like,
man, and he's like, all right, that's why he was so heavy.
Well, it's like, if you're gonna tie me up, I'm gonna fucking put my weight on you.
Yeah.
So and then Fury got the point taken for that, which was complete bullshit. But Fury, dude, it was the most.
It didn't matter at that point,
dude. But he exemplified like what I admire in champions that don't like. The wise decision probably would have been, hey, okay, let's box, let's get on your bicycle, keep them moving back, but let's take it easy. Let's let them get even more tired in a couple rounds, and then we'll turn it up.
Yeah.
No, Tyson was getting tired, but Tyson believed in himself so much. Tyson Fury knew he had more heart in deep water. And he's like, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. No, I'm not going to take a round off. I'm going to push because he knew he would be able to keep going. Yeah. And that was like badass, dude. I mean, I thought he was going to do what. Yeah, I thought he was going to do what all boxers do in that situation. Like they'll back out. Yeah. Be smart. And then like Mayweather backed out for a few rounds against McGregor, then finished him. Like that's classic boxing strategy. Yeah. That's high level shit. He was aggressive
the whole fucking time, dude.
Yeah,
he went to war.
He did not care.
He went to war. Deontay Wilder went to go fight.
Dude, it was the walkouts were so fucking. I was so mad though at the walkouts. I love
Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury did WWE a few months back, dude, and he had a hell of a walkout. He did a WWE match against Braun Strowman, this wrestler, and it was the same card that Cain Velasquez went up against Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
And so, but it was a big pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, and he came out dressed as a Saudi Arabian dude, like 7 foot tall Saudi Arabian, and he did this whole big fucking dance and.
Shit.
He put on a fucking show. So
that's
coming out on his throne and shit like that, dude. By all means,
dude, I was so
motherfucker. I
was so mad, and I was like, how bad? Because at first it was so funny. Me and my dad looked at each other. I was like, fuck, dude, because Fury comes out first, right? And my dad's like, well, I was going for Fury, but I think I'm going for Wilder now. And then they go to Wilder, and he has this fucking giant. I looked at my dad. I was like, you still going for Wilder? He's all, what the fuck? So it's like, and all I was thinking, dude, I'm like, okay. I was like, so you're back to Fury? He's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how fucking stupid is this? But that moment made me go, how big is the UFC now? You don't see this bullshit. This is shit that happened in like Pride to stand out back in the day or something like UFC's on ESPN. They were trying to call them human cockfighting and white trash and beer and all this shit. And then you tune over to the biggest boxing match that's happened in how long, and they're getting carried on thrones and wearing costumes to the cage. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. But the fight was outstanding. So it overshadowed all that. And it was funny because I was thinking, like, man, I wonder how hot he is in that fucking costume. That's like, that'd make you tired.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of his coaches afterwards said the fucking thing weighed like 50 pounds. He spent like 50 grand on that thing or whatever, but they said it was way too heavy, and like walking, like having it on, waiting to walk out, then walking out. Like he was, one of the coaches or trainers thinks it really, burn him out in advance. Well, you deserve that. If you're going to fucking wear something that
him getting his ear popped. I've never seen anything like that in a fight that I can remember, like off the top of my head.
Just bleeding out of the ear, yeah.
Well, and then after when Tyson had him up against the ropes and he's punching him and he's laying him in, he landed to that same like eardrum area in the side of your head right here. And you could see how fucking instantly swollen it was. Yeah, like I was worried about him losing his hearing.
Well, that's what we didn't know if the refs stopped it or not, but they threw in the towel. The corner threw in the towel. And that's what, like Isaac said he was somewhere and they were, I don't want to say more, but people were getting like mad, like fucking ref, stop, fucking motherfucker. And then like he was trying to say like, nah, dude, the fucking corner threw in the towel.
I actually said that.
No, fucking, like I thought the same thing. Yeah, I thought the ref stopped it, and I was like, "Well, fuck it. It wasn't getting any better for Wilder." Like
you were cool with that,
And then all of a sudden, it was like, "Oh shit, the corner fucking called it."
And good call on the corner too, because he was getting fucked up. It was only going downhill from there.
No one knows a fighter like the corner. They must know that when they seen the blood coming out of his ear, his equilibrium's obviously off.
Yeah.
He's just getting rocked more and more. Like, nah, he's not gonna snap out of this, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And John Hackelman brought it up. He'll be the first guy to throw in the towel. You know.
Yeah, he knows.
Because he knows. He cares. You know, like.
Yeah.
Just imagine if he had to have some sort of major surgery on his eardrum to, you know, like whatever the fuck happened.
Yeah,
I mean that's some serious shit.
Hey, we know you're taking an L. Let's get out of it and recover sooner.
Exactly.
Well, and then I'm confused by the reports because there was some stuff saying, you know, here's the punch that busted his eardrum, but then there was other stuff saying that he got stitches inside of his ear. So. And if you bust your eardrum, you don't have to get stitches, I don't think, or nothing like that. Yeah. So I don't know if the bleeding was from a busted eardrum or a cut inside his ear. I don't know yet. I haven't seen anything clear enough to say what really happened with the ear yet. But
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
it looked bad. It looked painful.
Well, he had like a big hematoma-looking bump in front of his ear right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah. And it was only getting bigger with Tyson punching it. I mean, Tyson was landing punches right on that shit.
It was so beautiful when Tyson went to the body, those shots like hard to the body. And I was like, oh my God, he
dropped him to the body shot.
Well, and that showed how good Tyson was. Like, instead of getting excited and headhunting, he just started laying into the body. It was, and keeping the pressure, dude. Like, they're heavyweights. Tyson was
didn't look like a heavyweight fight.
No, Tyson's 40 pounds heavier. And, you know, Tyson's supposed to be the guy that gets tired. If you looked at their bodies, you know, I mean, we know what muscles do, but, you know, it was, yeah, you know, muscles gas you sooner, but
yeah,
it was crazy, dude. I mean, that was so exciting and so much fun. It reminded me of how much fun boxing fights were.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It was just, it took me back kind of.
I can remember being a little kid, dude, in my neighborhood growing up. We grew up in the ghetto, dude, and a bunch of Mexican kids all around, you know, but they would always have the fights because it was boxing, you know?
Yeah.
And I'd go over to their house and we'd be in the backyard. There's sparklers and, you know, fireworks and a barbecue and piñatas and, you know, everybody's over. There's hella food. Like, I just remember going to some badass parties and seeing De La Hoya fight and, you know, Tyson and Holyfield and all that shit, man. It was amazing time.
It was always like
it's coming back.
It was a great time unless their fucking guy lost, bro. And then
hella quick.
That's it, dude. Like fucking my Billy Poo, like their families, bro. Like if their fighter lost, dog, there was about to be like 10 fights in the fucking house that night, bro. Like fuck you. Like everyone's like fucking hates their girlfriend all of a sudden because fucking their guy lost.
That's how shit goes down, man.
Yeah,
that's how shit goes down.
Like but Oscar did, you know. Yeah,
but it was a good time, man. I thought the undercard fights were pretty good for like. It's hard to promote undercard boxing fights.
Well, they don't put, you know, what's wild is you think they don't put no money into those, but those boxers are making
a shitload of money.
Sorry, dude, I've had a cold, but yeah,
right.
Yeah, they're making good. Dude, I've had like I've been having cough attacks every like Friday night or Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. But anyway, no, Saturday night I passed out because I had those beers. Beers and cough syrup make you fall asleep pretty good.
Fuck yeah, that's what happened to me on that New Year's show. All that cough medicine I was drinking, dude.
Oh yeah, that was different. We had
you mixed cough medicine and Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh not a good combination. Dayquil and Fireball do not mix.
You know what though? I'd have it no other way. If that show would have went well, like the way we all dreamed it to go, if we would have played an amazing show and everybody danced all night, it would not have been as memorable as what it was. That show was epic for its failures. You know, it was epic for what went wrong, for everything falling apart.
You're right. From Enrique's drum set.
From me getting calls from 2 different Ambler members going, this girl is here and she is waiting for Bobby to get here. And I'm like, you guys got to get her the fuck out of there. Tell her it's members only. And she has to leave, and she'll have to come back when the show starts and shit. Then I had to call. Well, she says she has to go somewhere else, so she was just gonna wait for him. I'm like, tell her she cannot be there when we get there. You need to understand this. Get her out of there.
Oh Lord. You know. What a fucking time we had, man. Those are time we spent so much time practicing for that show.
I think that's the only one we ever practiced for. Like
we practiced till our fingers were fucking black and blue, dude.
That was like the funny thing on that too is I that's the only time in my life I've ever like drank Jack Daniels, really. And for practicing, and that's where there was like Wednesday nights we were doing band practices, and like I remember I had some Vicodin left over from my knee surgery, and it was like Victoria was worried because I was like, fuck. I'd have a Jack and Coke and pop a Vicodin, and then we'd have band practice. And I was getting dialed in, dog. And I was
dude,
like,
Victoria used to cook the bombest meals for band practice.
It was legit. I'm like, we're eating good.
So good.
Yeah. I'm having a Jack and Coke, taking a Vicodin, fucking loving life on guitar. And
you ran out of Vicodin by the time of the show, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I don't know. Made me fucking sing that night. I was like, I had to sing
Let's Give In. I know you want me, baby.
We didn't play it live, did we?
Too. I think you did.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I did have Vicodin. No. But I remember something, you're like, Chad, I can't my voice. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I think it was Marshall Tucker, Can't You See?
Oh, it could have been
that, and because we had all the lyrics printed out, but because it was the one where, like, in between, like the whole time I'm trying to sing, my fucking chair's getting kicked, and I'm like, what? And then my drums are sliding. I'm like, okay, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Oh, and then I tried to play Johnny Cash, and fucking Sean Johansson was telling me I was skipping verses and shit. He's like, bro, you skipped the verse. I'm like, shh, just go.
I got this, bro. Stop being such a cop.
Oh my gosh,
dude! Cheers to that motherfucker for hanging in there with us. Like, cheers to him.
Good guy. That, believe it or not, was that the same? Was Enrique went home with your aunt and uncle after that?
Yeah.
At the same time?
Yeah, he drank the entire bar out of tequila. Every bottle of tequila they had was gone because of Enrique.
Then me and you went to Amanda's house, or my house now.
It was Amanda and Sarah's house at the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's when you met her. Like, you woke up.
Yeah. I woke up to the woman of my dreams.
I was puking out of the middle window of the truck.
You were in your underwear when Amanda walked through the door.
Dude, you remember what happened that night?
You got hot in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and I crawled into the bedroom of Bobby and
that's right.
And pulled their blanket off and was laying on like, dude, I don't remember shit other than I'm on a couch and I have a flash of like fucking being freezing in my underwear on a stranger's couch. And next thing I know, like, I don't remember walking down the hallway. I don't remember going in the room. I just remember Bobby being like, Chad. And I'm like pulling the blankets off their bed. And he's like, dude. And I'm like, oh shit, my bad, bro. And I go back outside. Like, I was so fucked up, dude. Like I said, maybe I did have Vicodin, but I just, in my mind, I'm cold on a couch. Next thing I know, like, I'm on a floor in my underwear, ripping a blanket off of a couple in bed.
Flash forward 6 years later, I live in that house now.
See, we made the right choices. We made the right people.
How can you argue with that, right?
Yeah, people arguing. They were looking like, you guys are going crazy. You're fucking shit up. It's like, no, we're not.
No,
we're not.
It's just, I mean, it's amazing. Amazing how life works.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, dog.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane. I'm I'm never going to forget that show. I'll tell you what, Chad. That is probably my most epic show I've ever played in all of history.
It was legit, dog. It was a good, it's a good one. It was a good last Drew full band performance.
I don't know if I've ever played another show like officially since then.
Oh, actually, we're lying. Me, you, and Bobby did Mo Kill after that.
We did that. The Haunted Hotel was
the Haunted Hotel. That's crazy. That's another story for the books right there, bro.
Dude, I just had a crazy flashback.
Fucking weird, dog. That shit got crazy.
Dude,
how the fuck did we end up? Yeah, we were in that hotel room. Victoria and Heather like laying on the bed. I remember thinking,
and somebody snuck out the window. Remember? Somebody was out the window. Yeah.
Dog, and we're like playing songs. There's a mother, her daughter, another lady, and then.
Remember her trying to sing with us?
Yes. Yes. There was a flute player.
Yeah, we had the flute
Remember
guy.
That guy? He had
dude. That guy was a ghost.
Flute.
That guy is a ghost. That's what I figured out.
What? Why do you say that?
That guy followed us around the whole night, and he had a crazy spirit about him. Like you could just feel something different. Like when he hit the Marshall Tucker, like do 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 do, like.
It was wild.
Like,
I really believe.
I think he's a ghost,
dude. I believe, that we were possessed by like musicians that night. It was crazy.
It was
crazy. Well, dude, even the first night me and Bobby played, when it was just me and Bobby, Bobby has his guitar. I played the other dude's guitar. Somehow, me and Bobby, you know me, bro. I don't know any songs from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Like I know intros and parts. We played a lot of songs. We played Sweet Home Alabama.
That's it. Fucking crazy.
Dude, nailed it, bro. Like the bar went nuts, dog.
I would go back.
I would go back,
dude. I would love to go back there.
Dude, when we were there, that shit was crazy. That shit was.
Remember
that how creepy the hotel room was when we were in it playing guitar, serenaded. Well, I remember thinking like, I think my wife and Heather are about to have sex on the bed right now.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. It was weird crazy, dude. There was like some sexual ghost in that room, dude. Like,
well, even Victoria's like, it was really weird up there. I'm like, do you like? I feel like she doesn't remember like how weird it was.
It was probably the ghost.
I'm
telling you, man.
Why did we end up in a room?
Do you remember right before we were about to play a song, that lesbian girl that was sitting on the bar like fell off or on the patio? So check this out. So Victoria was outside and this like dyke lesbian started yelling at your wife. And your wife was being really nice and like, oh, you're just drunk, like. And she's like, no, and just like talking shit, not really being like too aggressive, but like still kind of being loud and stuff. And then she falls on the balcony like thing.
I remember us dying laughing about something.
The ambulance was there as we're playing our show. Dude. They're carting her off. There was some weird energy in the air that night.
I remember something about that, like faintly, which seems like I should definitely remember more of that. But it was like,
well, I don't think you were outside when she fell. I think it was just me, Victoria, because we were smoking.
Oh.
And dude, oh my gosh, dude, she ate it and she like hit her head on the ground.
See, it was a ghost having her back, dog. I do remember.
We embraced those ghosts, though. We really did.
I remember everybody being really worried about her outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we were laughing because she was rude.
Well, we were singing. Yeah. We were like singing a song. We were singing a
Ghost had her back, dog.
We were singing Friends in Low Places as the ambulance is pulling away. Yeah.
I got friends. Yeah. Dude.
Oh, man.
I remember, see, what had happened is we went down in the jail below and we took the bandits with us. We said, hey, we come down and see you friendly spirits. We're going to go up. We're going to keep getting drunk. We're going to play a good show.
Yep.
And have our backs.
Yeah. And they did. That was I played the piano there and it felt fucking creepy.
Dog, I'm telling you, like both nights, and like I've never played like that. Like the like even with for me and Bobby to play all the songs that we played didn't make no sense because you always hold us together. You know the whole songs. Me and Bobby don't know. You know, Bobby knows a lot of songs, but it's like, have you seen it in color 27 times? So, you know, for us, you're like, Bobby, what do you think we should play? Seen it in color.
Seen it in color.
Like, no, no. Like, let's try to play something upbeat. Okay, you want to play blues version of Seen It in Color? Like, dude, if you listen to our songs that we have on the Center in the Saint podcast, the fucking blues version of what he goes, you want to play let's play some blues. He goes, you want to play like Seen It in Color? I'm like, nah, let's not. And then he's like, okay, and then he plays it and we play it. Like that's his go-to, like every time. Fuck.
Oh man. You always hate on Bobby for Seen It in Color.
Guys, it's like a mood killer. Like
so
when I'm fucked up, Bobby, when I'm fucked up, the last song I want to play is Seen It in Color.
Dude, I'm crying again, Chad. You made me cry again on the
because you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. You know he fucking does it every time. Every fucking time.
A picture's worth that.
Yeah, and he fucking goes balls deep in that bitch, dude. Just should have seen it in like, no, that's not where we're at. Like, this, can we play fucking Cocaine by Eric Clapton or something? Like, not fucking Seen It in Color, man.
Oh, if you don't know country, the song's by Jamie Johnson. Country song.
I don't even know who sings it originally.
Seen It in Color. And it's a song basically about like death and the Great Depression and fucking everything sad you could think of that could happen in your life.
If you think that black and white photo's sad, you should have seen it in color. Like, I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink and fucking sing this song. Like, I don't drink to cry, bro. Like, I want to have a good time.
Oh my God. You should have seen it in color, bro.
Yeah. You gotta sing these stories again. You should have seen them in color. Fuck, I love you, Bobby. To tell you the truth, man, I'd play it with him right now. Fuck, man. That Seen It in Color is like the morning in Tom's. Like, we're hungover, we go into Tom's Tavern in Elk River at 11 a.m. and it's like, what are we gonna open with? How about Seen It in Color? Since, you know what I mean? Like, it's not what you play at midnight in the login in Elk River during the 4th of July. Gosh. Like, the energy's high in the room. We're doing great. What are we going to play? Seen It in Color.
I wish I could play that song. I wish I owned the rights to it. I'd play it now.
It would be the perfect insert. If you like doing heroin.
So back before this could have been before we even started hanging out with you, Chad. There's another depressing song about, like, you know, your grandfather on their deathbed and fucking you were basically a fuck up your whole life. And Bobby used to love playing that. He goes, Dave, I got a song you gotta learn. This was before he even played guitar or had a guitar or anything.
When he used to tell us to write songs and not get why it was hard and like just tell us like, no, just play it this way. It's like, it doesn't work that way, Bobby.
Yeah. He would get these like little sounds in his head.
The funny thing is now he's a fucking amazing songwriter. Like,
dude, I feel like he's a better musician than me. He'll never accept that compliment, but dude, he is a downright great guitarist and a great songwriter. Probably one of the best songwriters I've ever heard.
His natural progressions and turnarounds and
there's something raw about the way he writes his songs and sings his songs. Like, I can't sing those songs. I could use the same lyrics.
He has that Seen It in Color pain all the time, dog. It's that pain in his gut. And he just, dude, it's like, remember his CD? Remember his CDs? I learned a lot about Bobby every time he'd hand me a CD, and I'd say, bro, how drunk did you get making this one? He's like, I was pretty fucked up pretty quick. I go, I know you drink when you make, because the mixes start off like this high energy, and then obviously he's drinking beers because this is in the day burning CDs, you guys, where you had to wait like for that track.
He used to illegally download them on his family computer on that LimeWire.
Yeah, so he'd sit there on LimeWire, he'd download a song, and he even said, dude, I'd listen to every song as I fucking burn it on the disc. Yeah. And then I'd listen to the next song as I burn the disc, and I'm like, and then by track 7, shit's getting real.
Dude,
shit's getting real.
There were times, Chad, not to cut you off, but there were times when we'd be going to jiu-jitsu and he would hold me up because he was waiting for the CD to finish like printing or, burning or whatever.
Yeah.
and he would just make a special CD just for jiu-jitsu.
Well, remember every weekend he would, boom, he'd have that new mix.
He'd drop a new one. Yeah, he was a good mixer.
Drop a new one in there. Yeah, I mean, there was one song I laughed because we would talk about it so much. We both fucking loved it. And like, I called him, I was like, hey, bro, that song you put on the CD, like, what is that song? That girl, she's by herself playing piano. And it's funny, a couple years ago when he was stationed in San Diego, me and Victoria were down there, and I was going crazy the whole couple days we were down there trying to figure out the name of this fucking song and the words to it, but I couldn't Google the words correctly. Well, it turned out to be Jar of Hearts. Who do you think you are, running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts? Well, it was a solo version of her on piano playing that. I was like, bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth, dude. I fucking go to work. Like, that shit had me crying, bro. Like, I listen to it a lot now. He's like, it's really good, right? Like, you could feel her pain. And I'm like, yeah. And like, that's exemplified. Like,
that's a Bobby mix right there. He wants to bring that pain out in you.
It was like a track 14, dog. It was like, it was deep into the track, It was like, it was on the same CD that he put like 2 AFI tracks on. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like punk rock, fucking getting going, and then it goes into some country, and then it was like, who do you think you are? And it's like into the night, like, fuck.
I had a CD for years he left in my car, and it started out with like some like some ska music, like some reggae type.
Yeah, well, it
like,
used to be Expendables.
Jams.
He's the one that got me into Expendables.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He used to start it out with like some Expendables and get you going, and you're like, all right. And then all of a sudden it goes to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. And it's Beyonce.
He's like, what?
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then it goes into some Hawaiian song. Like, ooh, they're standing under the mango tree.
Now he's getting his buzz going.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. And then he gets into, Lord, raise me up from the ground. And then he's getting pumped up. And then it goes into Tupac and Biggie. I see those changes. So wake up in the morning and I ask myself. Yeah.
Life for it, living.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, where the fuck is he going, man? Dude, it was so crazy how he used to make those.
It was a ride. It was a roller coaster, baby. It was a roller coaster.
He made some good ones, though. Bobby, if you're out there and you still can make a CD, I'd love a couple.
He made me a country CD. He made, not me, he made Victoria and I a country CD. And he said, this is, I made this because this is you guys. Best country mix I've ever had.
I bet.
I let my brother and Laura, I know they took it to Pismo. I think I did get it back for them. But it was so good, dude. It was like the best mix ever. Like, me and Victoria listened to that CD so much on the way back and forth from Idaho. And we were laughing because it was like, it was fucking legit. It was tight. It was upbeat, fucking great country. It was like all like, I was like, dude, damn. Fucking hit hard, motherfucker.
One time,
seen it in color on it.
One time, Enrique and I were in Angels Camp, and we went to that, the caves, the underwater caves they have up in Murphy's, where you could swim through them and all that.
Yeah.
So we went there, and then we stopped at this pizza place, got some beer in Angels Camp, and on the way back, me and Enrique jammed out to this fucking CD, dude, and Bobby made this country CD, and it had every depressing love song that you could have ever wanted. You know, like
you guys got good cries in there,
dude,
and
but
shit.
no, not like the depressing ones, but the ones like yeah, fuck your bitch, like. I don't think none of them say that, but
I was like,
like she did me wrong type songs.
Dude, every time I hear this song, I think of Bobby, and I'm like, I tell Victoria all the time, I go, this song is 300% Bobby Curley at 20 years old. With my headlights in your window, baby. You know, you're gonna drive me
I'm gonna lay
crazy.
My headlights into your bedroom window. Yeah.
Throw empty beer cans in both of your shadows. I didn't come here to start a fight,
but I'm up for anything tonight.
You gonna drove me redneck, or you
gonna broke the wrong heart,
baby, and drove me redneck crazy. That's Bobby Curley at 20. Fucking.
I hope Bobby doesn't.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I love you, bro. Erica, if you listen to this too, you got a good heart. This is why he's an amazing heart.
It's his, you know, he is so good at like every sport and shit, but like, I think he's always wanted to be a musician. And like, he's always, he could have made it to the NFL, or he could have, you know, been a musician, and he would have picked musician, but he was good enough to go to the NFL. You know what I mean? Like,
he was always digging music so much.
He loves music, dude. He loves writing music. He loves, you know, playing music. It impressed. When I was younger and I first met him and he found out I played the guitar, I've never had anybody react to me knowing how to play the guitar more enthusiastic than Bobby. Like, Bobby's like, you play the fucking guitar? Like, how come I've never heard you? And I'm like, I don't really play for many people. Like, I play in church and stuff. And he's like, bro, next time I see you, I need to see you play the guitar. And he was hell like, dude, I brought it to a party and he made me bust it out in front of everybody and play it. And he just lost his shit. Yeah. He just lost his shit. And he's like, you got to bring that everywhere. And then he started playing and changed everything.
I wouldn't have. Like, I was pretty much done playing guitar when I met you guys. Yeah. And you guys kept getting me to bring it out and shit. And then, like I said, Bobby would have get me and you like, no, you got to fucking play, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no, Dave, play some low blues. Chad, I want to hear like a win. You know what I mean? And I'm like this. He's like, no, like win. But he got us, you know. Without his orchestration, I can't say that Camp 43 would have ever came together.
Yeah, and we're on this day. Locations.
I know, bro. I'm telling you, man. We're gonna have a good granite year, and I've been fantasizing about an electric, and I know the route that I need to go now, and I know that I don't need to go I don't need a 100-watt amp. I want like a 30-watt tube amp. Like, I want that tube sound.
Yeah.
I want it deep. I want to play the guitar, and like
What kind of guitar are you gonna get?
Dude, whatever one plays to me. So like I had it in my mind. Like, I remember I've always wanted a Les Paul because the gods played Les Pauls, right? Like that thing. But I always did better on a Strat, and then I loved Buddy Guy and Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, so I loved the Strat sound. But then there's that sound that comes from a Les Paul. But one of the baddest guitars I've ever played, where the Bill and his wife at Music Box they were like, it was a 24 fret. Oh my God, I'm gonna go crazy.
Highway 1.
Now. No, it wasn't an Ibanez. It was a oh my God. It was another brand. But I played it.
PV?
I started playing
PV?
Yeah, it was the PV 24 fret. Yeah, with the yeah. And dude, I was playing that, and like even dude, it was crazy. I would play Tuesdays Gone. I was like, oh my God. Like, I just liked the way the guitar looked, and I tried it because it had 24 frets. They're all 22.
Mhm.
So, and I start playing, and then like that tone, and I played a few songs that like that tone, whatever you're playing, that guitar was made for that tone. And like they were, dude, they got pumped up, bro, and like pumped me up. And then Bill starts playing, and we were playing.
Yeah.
And that's when I was playing a lot. And I remember like, wow, this isn't a guitar that I ever seen myself playing. This isn't a guitar that I ever would have said that I wanted. It was a PV 100%. And I play, and like, dude, the sound that come out of that guitar for me, for my fingers, from my hands was amazing. Like every time I picked up a set Les Paul, it's heavy, and it
has a different weight difference, and the neck feels different.
Beyond that, the neck's fat to me. I always have a
very
fat neck, and I don't like that. But beyond that, I don't get the sound. Like I don't ever have that feel out of it. It's very tinny to me. Like it's a different thing. So then I have played a couple Ibanez's, real thin neck. Like essentially when I play more of a metal style guitar, because I'm real hard on the frets. Like I'm not a soft player with my hands.
I'm not
like,
either.
I dig in, and maybe that's the thin neck, maple necks, all that. But anyway, I was getting like, I'm like,
I always liked maple necks. I always wanted a guitar with a maple neck. Yeah. And I've never had one. They've all been rosewood or some sort of
well, you'll
rosewood.
get like maple neck with the rosewood fretboard or something. But solid maple, I like the roundness of the sound.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm telling myself is like, I'm going into this. Like I'm gonna go into like, I'm not going into too many. I'm just gonna go in and like whatever guitar like I had a Memphis, $100 Memphis that I bought from. That I gave to somebody, I forget who, but it was a cheap $100 Memphis.
Why would you ever give a guitar away?
I gave a dude.
I know you've given all of your guitars.
I gave all my shit because these guys were like, it was their life. You know what I'm saying? Like they were all in, and I had a career and I had a job, and I wasn't really playing that much. I'm like, damn, dude, all you want is like this, and you can't get like, take it, dude. Like I pray you do well, like like that's really all it was for me.
I commend you for that.
Dude, I
had the hardest time, dude.
I gave one of my boys my keyboard. I'm like, dude, if you're all in, like this is a fun thing that I randomly touch. Like now I wish I had all my shit back.
Yeah.
You
gave away mixers and shit. Like
I gave away mixers, 100-watt Marshall, a fucking Highway 1 Strat, a fucking a Fender Squire.
And next time
bass,
you're looking to get out of music, Chad, you find me. You find me, I'll take it all off.
I'm an idiot for all that, but that's part of like, I was kind of I had that growing up. Like my dad got me a lot of stuff. Yeah. And then I had a great job, so I was able to always buy what I wanted. So my value of things was a little less. Like it wasn't like I had to work my whole life to get that. And then when I seen people that were working their whole lives, I'm like, here, let me gift this to you. Like I want, and people, they're like, what can I do? I'm like, dude, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like
keep playing it.
I have like I'm so motivated, and it makes me happy to see you going for your dreams. So if I can help you by giving you this guitar, then take it. Like the Strat and the 100-watt Marshall went to one person. And he called me. He's like, dude, like, I love it. But like, I'm like, I got offered, like my buddy at the music shop says, if I do a trade-in, I can get I'm like, just do it, bro. I was like, when I gave it to you, I gave it to you, bro. Like, do what you do, Yeah. So now that kind of hurts me because I'm like, fuck that guitar somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that, my Fender, dude, my Strat, like, I love that Strat. I have
the matching Telecaster. Matching
Telecaster. I saved and I liked that Strat.
My Telecaster means so much to me. I could never fucking part ways with it.
I
that thing for my entire life.
I didn't like get that. That's what I mean. Like even with that Strat, it disagreed with me like on certain parts. So I didn't have that. My $100 Memphis, dude, that's a guitar that like I shroomed on and played Neil Young on. The $100 Memphis had such a rinny tinny sound that for Neil Young leads, like getting down and dirty, like I would get so
real
hard
grungy shit,
and then my amp would be set so weird, but like I could get that sound out of that, and I loved that. Like, but it was very specific to just that.
Believe it or not, you know, those cheaper guitars, dude, there's something about them sometimes that, I mean, you can't find them in a higher end guitar, or you can, but you're paying fucking a shitload of money. If you could find it in a cheaper guitar, that guitar is a good guitar. You know?
Yeah, well, dude,
it all
that's
depends
what
you're looking for.
I've never even heard of the brand Memphis. It's the only Memphis guitar that I've ever seen in my life. And it was a weird wood body, lacquered, and, you know, double, you know, and, you know, it just, dude, I just played it and I loved it in the, I got that one from a Music Go Round. Mm-hmm. And I played it there, and that was one of the ones that I played through a bunch of different amps, because I started to learn when I was young, like, yeah, dude. Oh yeah, the fucking salesman plugged you into that tube. Yeah, that's why you love the guitar. You know what I mean? You start to realize real quick that it's not the
they
guitar,
sold you on the amp.
The fucking amp. You should have bought that amp, dog.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm looking at now, is like I really want to just find that, even if it's a 10 to 15 watt, like with where technology's at for recording wise, like
it's a lot.
All I want to do is find a sound and a package sound, and, you know, I'll set it up out here in my shop, the podcast area, to where I can just put on my fucking headphones and go deep, you know, eat a bag of mushrooms and just
Whoa.
No, and just go.
You're going that deep, huh?
Oh, I'm down.
We got 2 more weeks to go that deep, man. And just slow your roll a little bit. You know, we got a couple more weeks before the UFC 248 fights. Fucking
Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming in hot. 8 seats deep for Dave's bachelor party.
We got to break that down a little bit early. Just to let you know, that's probably going to be next week's podcast. We got to break down UFC 248 because we are going to be out of town for that one. We'll still give you guys something in the meantime to get a hold of, get ready on.
Are you, I'm really curious about this. I wasn't going to ask. I was just going to see, but I'm going to ask because I'd like to know. I think it's a nice thing to imagine and fantasize about, but are you bringing your guitar?
So me and Bobby did talk about that. I need to look into the airline this week and determine like how much it's going to cost me to fly with my guitar. But yes, Bobby is planning on doing it. I have no problem bringing a guitar, and if Bobby's going to bring one 100%, then I'm bringing one 100%.
I'm bringing one then.
So, but I'm going to double check with Bobby this week. We'll get it all lined out to make sure that we're all on.
I was like, dude, if I show up and these two motherfuckers, I was like, I expected Bobby to bring his like 100%. Sorry. I expected Bobby to bring his 100%, but I was like, you were I'm like, I don't know if Dave's going to.
Yeah, I'm all about
it. I was like, but if I land and they both have their guitar.
You know what I might do? I might give it to Chris. I might have Chris
to drive up.
Yep.
If he's driving, fuck it. I mean, it depends on how many bags you bring, bro. Unless it's a third.
Chris is driving by himself, bro. Like, so.
I thought Sean is driving with Chris.
Everyone else is flying. Chris or Sean and Greg are flying in the day before.
Shout out Chris.
He's a trooper, man. He's a trooper. Damn. But Sean and Greg are flying in on Thursday. They're going to be at MGM, and then we're all going to meet up with them later on in the week, or actually the next day.
Yeah. All I'm going to say, because I'm not going to incriminate shit, but all I'm going to say is there's there better be goodies when I get there. Okay. I'm only there for one of the nights, you guys. Don't use up all the goodies on the first night, you motherfuckers. Please. Like, it's your party, Dave, and if you guys use up all the goodies on night one, then kudos to you guys. Truthfully, dude, it's your night. I don't give a fuck. I dropped on it, but I'm dropping on it for you.
We're having a hell of a time,
dude. I want you, dude. I had a bachelor party.
I was there.
Wasn't that great? I know.
It was, but, you know, dude, your bachelor party was so like planned. It felt so natural, like of a bachelor party.
It was just us going out, and the Anglers had a strippers night that night, so none of us were together.
Steak night.
I didn't even
steak
see.
Night. God damn it, Chad.
Steak night. Steak night. Sorry. Steak night. We had a steak night.
With extra mushrooms and extra peppers.
Yeah, and everybody was like so spread out. It wasn't. That's why I was saying the UFC tickets, like being together, like. Because I had that. We all went and we just partied. We got fucked up. We passed out of the house. It was just, dude, that was like, that night was It was what it was.
Yeah,
so
it was a good time.
That's what I'm so happy that you're doing a real, because it.
Yeah. I've never done anything like this, man. I don't like throw big birthday parties or anything like that. So I feel like
it's your night, bro.
I never thought I'd get married. I never thought I'd settle down or get to that level to where I'd be happy. And, you know, I'm fucking ecstatic right now. I got a great girl, great family, great job. I got great friends around me. Like, I'm going to fucking have a good party, you know? Fuck it.
Yeah.
I got
Who gives a fuck about the flag behind your head? You got pee.
Yeah. Oh man. By the way, thank you to Retro Grappler and Monroy's Original Hot Sauce for always hooking it up with a good time. Always being out there for Sinner and the Saint, helping us out with all of our products and our partnership.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, go find us out on Instagram, Sinner Saint 209. Give us a follow. We'll follow you back. We're gonna post some cool pictures.
And check out the YouTube. The YouTube is Dave Sinner
and the Saint podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, what's the actual YouTube tag though? If they
Sinner
go
and the Saint.
Sinner and the Saint. It is Sinner and the Saint. Okay.
Yep.
Just make sure. So Sinner and the Saint. Like I'm just blogging from it, you guys. I'm doing it because I want you guys to fucking keep me on my fucking roll in my journey here. So I'm working out in the mornings and shit like that. So pretty much right now, I don't even know if anybody's going to fucking enjoy it, like it, give a fuck, whatever. I don't know. But
it's out there.
I'm going to be uploading that tomorrow. And then I'll have all last week. And then basically I'm going to try to just go daily from there. So
there you go.
But check out the YouTube page, you guys. We're going to put more content up. Just have fun. I show shit from the granite shop, whatever. But we're just trying to contribute, make more content, have some fun.
Yeah. Always give us a like on Facebook too. Sinner and Saint 209 or Sinner Saint 209. Our Facebook page is where we have some of the most interaction. We'll post videos and a lot of stuff there. So any announcements or upcoming ideas or guests, please find us on Facebook. Other than that, Chad, you have anything else you want to say?
That's it, bro. All I say is everybody have a blessed week. Have a fucking good time. To the road dogs out there on the road, drive fun, have fun, brother. Enjoy the fucking ride. We're all on a journey. Let's fucking ride it out, man.
And get up on Monday morning. Whatever happens, no matter what, you have the power to change that energy for people around you as well. So don't just let your day go to shit. Turn it into a great day and make everyone else's day a lot better.
Be the hard dick in the room.
Yeah, on Viagra.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's how I'm coming in to Vegas. I'm
baby.
Fucking dick, baby. Let's go.
Well, everyone, thank you for downloading the podcast. This is Sinner and the Saint, Chad and Dave, and we are out.
Out.